Yeah, I mean, I think Dion was involved. He probably had more catches last week, 7 catches than he's had this year. I think the big thing that we all want to see is those deep ball down the field shots. And I think the reason that you're seeing a lot of the soft coverage is because of Dion and what he's shown on video and Ray Ray. I mean, I think early in the year those guys had some nice deep balls down the field in some of the early games. And so teams have chosen not to give us those balls and make us just have to stay patient, take the easy 6 and 7 yards, and those are the ones that we're getting. But there's certain times we want to be able to find those deep shots and have a chance to throw the ball down the field, and that's what we'll continue to work on.
You guys try not to second guess yourself, even as like a play caller, because if certain things didn't work, and just try to treat it as its own game, one game, and not try to change things too much from what you guys do well?
I mean, I think after every game, a win or a loss, we spend a lot of time as a staff looking back at it and seeing what we could have done differently. You kind of have a plan going in, and then you have things that go on during the game and adjustments you make, and then after a game you come back in and watch the video and really talk open discussion with the whole offensive staff and with Coach Sweeney and everybody, and really kind of figure out where you are. So this week was no different than that. It just, it hurts a little bit more after a loss because you see things that maybe you could have done that could have made a difference. So, we definitely go back and critique ourselves and see areas that we can improve. But I think the overall confidence of what we've done, I don't think you lose that. It's the same message for our players.
What areas can you improve on, Jeff? Where's some of the self-scouting that you've done? As you say, you got to do this better.
Yeah, to be honest, we're kind of in the middle of that. We spent all day yesterday really just studying the Syracuse game, and really today through Thursday, really doing a good 7-game self-scout. But obviously, certain third down situations, some of the third and shorts, we haven't got the success, kind of hit the bar that we want to hit there, and then obviously some of the third and long, and then just finding ways to push the ball down the field regardless of what people are trying to do to us, try to be creative and find some shot opportunities.
I know this is a new team, but Dabo says all the time, experience is your greatest teacher. Does it help that you've gone through this a year ago, and then you went on to accomplish big things, and now you're in a similar situation yet again?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you never want to experience this, but really any great team or season or great moment, there's always some adversity at some point during that process. And for us, we want this to be the one time that it happens, that we learn from it, that we can look back and push ourselves forward like last year's team did after Pitt. But if we don't learn from those mistakes, then we got some other good teams on our schedule. So that's the message that we as the coaches are really trying to challenge these guys is, the message is not going to be that we lost a game. It's going to be, how do you respond? We know how last year's team responded. How is the 2017 team going to respond? And that's a big part of what we're going to be really focusing on here these next 2 weeks, getting ready for Georgia Tech.
How much time do you spend on Georgia Tech this week, and just how much fine-tuning?
Yeah, it's a combination. We definitely, we're going to spend a couple of days looking at ourselves, but at the same time, we're getting a head start on Georgia Tech. We definitely want to use this extra time that we have as an advantage. And I believe they've played 5 games, and they're 2 plays away from being 5-0. One play in the Tennessee game, and then one play last week against Miami, and they're 5-0 and had one of the best years that they've had. So, I've already got a quick peek on them, and got a lot of talented returning guys in the secondary, guys' names that I've seen for the last 3 and 4 years, and seem like they're playing pretty well over there. So it'll be a combination of studying ourselves and getting a head start on Georgia Tech.
You guys have a community service event today. How important are those kinds of things, especially on a bye week and coming off that loss?
I think that's critical, a big part of our program here at Clemson. Coach Sweeney, he really challenges our players to see themselves as more than just a football player, and also to use this platform, and and especially just the way that it kind of happened in our open week. After a loss, the world doesn't stop moving just because you may be disappointed or whatever. Life goes on, and I think this is a good opportunity for our guys to get a little bit of perspective for how fortunate they are, and also have an opportunity to give back. And love seeing guys that when they leave Clemson, obviously all the positive things that Deshaun's done at the NFL at the next level, seeing that continue and hopefully that's the type of culture that we're fostering here at Clemson.